Humans have been traveling in space for 150 years. Every part of our solar system has been explored. Missions to the nearest stars are on their way. But space travel has proved hazardous for human beings. And death lurks in the hostile environments of the planets and their moons. And so, through human ingenuity, a new breed of space explorer has been perfected. These are the SIMs, 5 super intelligent machines capable of operating in the most extreme and threatening conditions. Earthlink, the mighty spaceship which carries them across the void. On board is Lander, the transfer vehicle and sanctuary while on a mission. Inside are Legs, who tackles the most dangerous terrain. Wheels, the roving scientific detective. And Hover, the rescuer and scout. This team of trailblazers acts as agents for the human race, adventuring far into the solar system and beyond. Their destination, space. By the end of the 21st century, the SIMs had explored most of our solar system, the major planets, their moons, and even Halley's Comet. Now their missions of discovery would range far beyond our sun and its planets, and on out to the stars. They became true robotic astronomers, exploring the entire universe. In the year 2090, their investigations encompassed the whole of the Milky Way galaxy, the home of our solar system.
It's a huge task this time to explore all of our home galaxy.
We'll be using the Space Observatory. It's 45 years since we first went there.
Telescopes work best in deep space, and we robotic astronomers are tough enough to build and maintain them, no matter how extreme the conditions. Even the mysterious dark matter between the stars won't escape our new detecting equipment.
Mission to the Milky Way, rolling out now. It's all about stars, nebulas, and dark matter this time, not planets and moons.
All systems nominal. We have clearance. Powering up and rolling. V1, V2, rotate.
We're off on our first galactic mission.
Space station acquisition trajectory achieved. Prepare for docking. The station has changed a lot in the 60 years we've been using it. Like us, it is switching to galactic exploration. New technology telescopes and detectors are manufactured in the microgravity facilities here.
The latest computers they're making here are simply amazing.
They're mainly biological wheels, cloned brain cells and that sort of thing. Now, here's our mission checklist.
I get my jetpack this mission. Plenty of free floating work to be done.
And I'll be using the robotic arm.
That strange VRS computer has to be loaded. It's years since we had one of those.
Ah, yes, the virtual reality simulator. It hooks up to the telescope analyzers to simulate the environments we're exploring. It's given us some exciting rides in the past. All loading is now complete. We've just secured our final piece of equipment. Demon.
Demon? What's that for?
It's a telescope, Legs, for the Dark Exotic Matter Observation Network. Other units have already been sent to the moon and to the Martian moon Phobos. We're taking the last unit in the network to the Space Observatory. Legs, you are cleared for undocking.
Pressure equalization complete. Access door to automatic. Clearing hatch now.
Station Control, this is Earthlink. Thanks for all this equipment. We'll put it to good use in our mission to the Milky Way. While we're on the way to the Space Observatory, we have a chance to review our data file on the nature of the galactic structure.
The Sun is just one of 100 billion stars in a vast star family called the Milky Way galaxy. Giant clouds of gas and dust permeate the space between the stars. Stars, gas and dust trace out a pattern of spiral arms. All are orbiting around the center of the galaxy. Our Sun takes 250 million years to complete a circuit. From one side of the grand spiral disk to the other is about 100,000 light years. But it is less than 1,000 light years thick, except where it bulges at the center. The Sun sits in one of the spiral arms, 25,000 light years from the galactic center.
If that spiral galaxy is the Milky Way, why is that thin band of stars in the night sky also called the Milky Way?
Because that is what we see of it from our position within the disk. The great wheel of the galaxy edge on, like a band of light arching across the sky.
Viewed from within the disk of the galaxy, billions of stars combine into a hazy belt of light. Most individual stars glow too dimly for human eyes to single them out.
Deploy the telescope, Legs. Then show us more about the Milky Way galaxy.
I copy you. The detectors on this little scope are only sensitive to light waves and heat radiation.
So first we'll see what light waves can tell us about some of the nearer stars.
In our part of the Milky Way, the stars are well spread out, light years apart.
And a light year is 6 million miles.
The distance light travels in a year. This star's Aldebaran, 65 light years away. Here's Castor at 52 light years and Pollux at 34. Within 100 light years of our solar system, we've only 1,000 stars to explore. Here are two of our brightest near neighbors. Procyon and Sirius.
Starlight, reflected from clouds of interstellar gas, creates colorful blue nebulas. Many stars are still huddled together in clusters where they formed, though they will gradually disperse over time. Pink glowing gas marks out places where fresh young stars are being born. Their energy lights up dark clouds that would otherwise be invisible. Penetrating to the heart of the Milky Way, we find that stars are packed closer and closer together. And at the heart of this colossal structure lies a central black hole, pouring out energy with the power of 80 million suns.
We have an anomaly in the telescope tracking. I fed in the coordinates for Omega Centauri. Now we've ended up with this planetary nebula on the screen.
Wheels, run your software integrity package. Hover EVA now to check external links.
I copy you. Launching now. I'll check the frictionless drivers. Legs, send a right ascension command.
Increasing right ascension 15 degrees. How does that look?
Instead of rotating, it's nodding up and down. But I can't see anything mechanically wrong. It is a pretty simple telescope after all.
I'm not reading anything wrong on the internal linkages either.
So it must be in the software. Legs, you run a check while Hover reboards. What does the software check show, Legs?
Our internal computer network is doing something odd. Somehow we've tapped into the archive of the Hubble Space Telescope and stopped sending commands to our telescope. I'm stirring it anyway. We can let this archive run.
Earthlink's computers had retrieved some long-forgotten images taken at the end of the 20th century, showing individual stars at a late stage in their life. The outer layers of these stars are being wafted into space to create beautiful nebulas. The mission to the Milky Way was now reaching a crucial phase. Earthlink and lander, loaded with telescope accessories, sensitive radiation detectors and computers, had arrived at the Space Observatory stationed 2 million miles from Earth. The SIMs would now start their astrophysical investigations of the Milky Way.
Things look in good shape here.
Yes, this observatory is so important, it's serviced regularly.
Now to deploy the dark matter detector. Trust the humans to give it a name like Demon. I'll bring it right over. Hope it doesn't bite.
Take care now. It's very sensitive. Hover. Reduce your speed. Watch out, Legs. It's swinging wildly.
Ah! I'm completely destabilized.
Sorry, Legs. I spoke too soon.
That was quite a bang. It could have damaged my jetpack. I'm switching it off. Hover, release the demon and check me out.
You'd better be quick. He's heading towards one of the telescope arrays.
I copy you, Legs. Coming over now. I'll check out your systems, but it'll be easier if you can stop tumbling around.
I can only stabilize if it's safe to fire the jetpack.
No obvious damage. Give it a whirl.
I'm whirling quite enough, thank you. There. That's got me out of that spin. Now let's get to work setting up Demon.
Fortunately, that crash hasn't caused any external damage to Demon. I'll move it into position.
It's slightly out of alignment for locking down. Try that.
Okay, I'll secure it. Another piece of technology installed by the finest team of SIMs in the known universe.
What I want to know is what Demon is for and how it works. It's part of a network of instruments. Remember, there are already similar dark matter detectors on the Moon and Phobos. I'll run you the reference file on the project.
The disk of the Milky Way is surrounded by a halo of scattered stars and globular star clusters, where some of the oldest stars in the galaxy are concentrated. But 10 times larger than the starry halo, a massive, invisible halo of dark matter surrounds the galaxy. Only its gravity field gives it away. Its nature was an enduring mystery, and one which the SIMs were trying to solve.
Why have 3 of these dark matter detectors spaced millions of miles apart?
I know the reason and how it works. I'll show you. Legs, you stand still. You're going to be a distant star, okay? Wheels, now drive very slowly in front of legs. You're going to show the effect of dark matter. I'll pretend to be a demon telescope. Now, from just here, Wheels blocks my view of legs. But if I go over here and pretend to be a demon telescope in another place, Wheels doesn't block my view anymore.
So, with views from 3 telescopes, we'll be able to calculate exactly where dark matter objects are located.
And maybe even their size. Let's start looking for stars that wink on and off as dark matter passes between them and us. I'm powering up. This is the view from the local demon. And here's the one on the moon. Finally, the view from Phobos. They are identical now, but we have to see if anything changes over a few days.
The whole demon network scanned systematically across the halo of the Milky Way hour after hour, until suddenly Legs was alerted.
Look at the stars winking on and off. Something is drifting along the line of sight. Let's get a distance fix.
Only the local demon is picking it up. There's nothing similar at the lunar detector or at Phobos.
How very strange. It means that the unseen matter is crossing our line of sight only. So it must be quite close.
Let's go for the adjacent sector and get a distance fix.
It's moving so fast it must be very near.
What is going on? Look! There's a point of light now.
And it's hovering around in a spiral.
Speaking of hovering, where is Hover?
That fooled you! I was the unseen dark matter!
Oh, Hover! Your practical jokes are almost human.
While we're waiting for the real dark matter to show up, let's see what happens if the human brain computer is hooked up to the VRS.
Those look like interesting readings.
There's enough data for a VRS mission. Back on board, everyone. We're heading out into the Milky Way.
So the SIM set off back to Earthlink to begin the most unpredictable part of their mission.
Let's go, Earthlink. Space warp driver engaged. Destination, the galactic halo.
Earthlink swept out of the solar system and within minutes powered past the nearest stars. In a very close encounter with a black hole, stupendous gravitational forces swung Earthlink right round and hurled her up and away from the galactic plane. From 20,000 light-years away, the whole spiral disk of the Milky Way galaxy filled the sky. Earthlink was rapidly approaching a globular cluster.
Globular cluster straight ahead. Range 50 light-years. Let's slow right down.
Decelerating to relativistic flight mode. The stars are packed so tightly together here, collisions are common. Range to cluster 20 light-years.
Long-range scanner picking up a large object. It's about 10 million miles away.
What is our external imager showing?
It's something very faint but massive. We're closing on it rapidly.
Whatever it is, it's almost invisible and very solid.
It's huge! A defunct star of some kind. Mass 500 Jupiters.
Larger than Earth, and its gravity field is stupendous. We're being pulled closer and closer, and there's nothing I can do about it. we're trapped in orbit. Powering up main engine now. I can't quite make the escape velocity from here, even at maximum thrust.
But maybe we can do it if we use every bit of thrust we can muster. Come on, Legslander. Time for emergency EVA. I copy you. Hatch opening now. I'll keep locked on once I'm clear.
And I'll go round the back and lock on there.
And I'll secure myself here.
This is a great idea, Hover. Well worth a try.
I'm ready now.
Full power, everybody! It's our only chance!
All together now.
Velocity rising. Your extra power is making a difference.
I'm losing my grip.
Escape velocity achieved. We've done it. Great teamwork.
I can't hold on!
But we've lost Hover! We must get him back!
If we try, we're going to get trapped again.
You're right. It's too risky. We must continue the mission, on into the heart of the globular cluster. Goodbye, Hover.
Goodbye, and good luck!
Legs and Lander reboard now.
I copy you. Securing now.
Closing hatches now.
We've almost reached the center of the globular cluster.
Look at that pair of stars a couple of light years away.
Well spotted, Wheels. It's a merger of two suns. When they've joined together, the resulting star will be unstable. It could explode completely as a supernova at any moment. Let's get out of here.
You're right, Legs. Stand by to power up to maximum drive.
But as Earthlink prepared to flee, the threat of a supernova cataclysm became a reality.
It's exploded. I'm going to full power.
But as the supernova blast surged after Earthlink, a new danger loomed. Deep in the star cluster, a near miss between several suns propelled one of them at high speed towards the mothership.
Rogue star detected. I'm locking the scanner on it.
Hypervelocity white dwarf closing fast. I'm at full thrust, but it's still gaining on us.
So which will get us first? A runaway star or a supernova blast? We don't stand a chance of surviving this.
Wheels was right. As the speeding star bore down on them, the supernova exploded, destroying everything for millions of miles around with the force of its blast wave.
What a dazzling and scary simulation that was.
Oh, that virtual reality simulator gets better and better.
Back to real time, everyone. Look, the latest sweep by Demon is just completed. This time, we really have detected some dark matter. Data reduction gives planet-sized object, high in the galactic halo.
That has to be a defunct star of some kind. Just imagine, there are billions and billions of them out there weighing down the Milky Way.
Now we've made a successful detection. We know that Demon is go to be left in auto mode. Time to go home.
It's good to know that we've succeeded in our primary mission.
And that simulation will give scientists on Earth plenty to think about.
The Demon telescope, deployed by the SIMs, had successfully detected massive concentrations of dark matter in the halo of our galaxy. vast swarms of invisible dead stars surrounding the Milky Way. The first steps in galactic exploration had successfully been taken.